Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning and afternoon, folks. Welcome to the November 13th, or what we like to call the Friday, the 13th edition of today's Trader's Edge show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. And it's happening for you right now because we're coming to you live between 8 and 8:30. We've got a treat for you today. The second half of the show will be covered by Tommy out there. I am recording this live. It is 8:07 in the morning. We're going to try to make the levels that I share with you pertinent for today's action. So if you're watching this at 1:07, this show will be valid to you. So let's get this show started here because we don't have a lot of time together. Right now, we've got the equity futures trading higher in the U.S. The Dow equity futures are up 212 points. They're printing at 29,204. The Nasdaq's up 84. S&P is up 24. The ES Mini and the Russell 2000 is up about 13 points, trading out at 1720. Over in Asia, all markets traded lower last night. Nothing really significant out there. In Europe right now, you've got the DAX trading up 17 points. The FTSE is down 39. Gold's up $13. Silver 47 pennies. Light sweet crude is up 81 cents. Natural gas is up 3 pennies out there. So let's begin. I love doing this time in the morning because, what are the equity futures are up. But what does it mean? What is it trading into? What is it not trading into? Are there any kind of topping signals out there? Those are the things we're going to take a look at. So let's answer that first question. Are there any topping signals? So one of the first things that I do, you can't see all of my charts out here, all of my screens, but I have a number of different tools that help me to understand in a moment's glance if there's any bottom or topping signals in any of the futures contracts out there. So the only short-term topping signal we have this morning, when I say short-term, I'm referring to a 30-minute time frame chart, is coming from the Russell 2000, the 30-minute time frame, which formed a TD9 count pattern, a top. Let me get the exact time frame for you. It actually confirmed at 6:30 this morning. It was bar number 8 that identified the top. Now, remember, whenever we have a topping pattern, then it doesn't matter whether it's a 30-minute, a 2-minute, a hourly, a daily, a whatever type time frame chart we're looking at, stay within the time frame. And in that time frame, when you get a topping signal, price will or should be able to push its way back to support. So where's support? Well, just so happens on the 30-minute time frame chart for the Russell 2000, we have two levels. We have Stevie's green line. That's the oscillator and change line. What we know about this is at about 5 o'clock this morning, between 5 and 5:30, the oscillator and change line was changing colors, was moving from red to green. Now, that was an alert message to you and I to let us know that we should see over the coming sessions, doesn't tell us how many, but we should see a test of that line. It is a test of that line that will release to us its intent for that time frame. Well, because the oscillator and change line is green, tells us we have a rising price oscillator that is above zero, and that is a bullish condition. We had the TD9 count topping signal that has simply pulled price back to two levels, the oscillator and change line, as well as now the bottom of its 30-minute profile. So the 1718 level is a real key level for the Russell 2000. So long as price remains above it, it's got its bullish test, and that says that price should continue to move higher. Now, when I say continue to move higher, it has resistance at around 1723.50 and 1728.30. It would be a close above 1728.30 that would say, hey, I'm headed to 1750. Now, how did I come up with 1750? Good question. 1736.60. That would be the next TD9 count breakdown level, 1736.60. And if price can get above that, that would take us to the 1750 level. That's a higher level of a TD9 count breakdown level out here. So the only 30-minute time frame chart to generate a topping signal has pushed price back to support, and right now at 8:10 in the morning, it has given us a bullish message. Now, granted, at 1:10 in the afternoon, this chart's going to be somewhat meaningless to you. So let's go take a look at a chart that won't be meaningless to you, and that would be a topping pattern that is inside the NQ. For the 4-hour time frame chart. So this one takes a bit longer to produce. Now this was a TD9 count top that formed yesterday at 6 o'clock in the morning. That makes that high a real key level to watch. What is that high? That is 11,965.50. All that TD9 count has led to is a sideways consolidation. And in this case here, if price is able to close above the high of that pattern, that would go ahead and send price back up to its recent highs in the 12,400 level. So those are the signals coming from the intraday charts. Let's go move to the daily charts. Now, the level that I just gave you for that 240-minute time frame chart, that's very pertinent at 1:11 in the afternoon. If price is trading above that level, you've got to anticipate prices making its way back to those highs. However, we can go to the larger time frame, which we're going to do next. And as we go to the larger time frame, what we have out here is a brand new set of TAS market profiles. Now, we've got confirmed profiles for the NQ, for the YM, and for the Russell 2000. I have new profiles out here for the ES Mini, but they will not be confirmed until Sunday evening at about 6:01. And they may not take hold. They may change. They may change throughout the day. However, in the NQ, in the Dow, YM, and in the Russell 2000, those profiles are solid. Now, in the Russell 2000 and the Dow, both of those are bearish structured profiles. But right now, price is trading above the center of that profile, 1707 for the Russell, 29042 for the Dow. As long as price remains above that center line, price could be making its way up to resistance, the top of those profile levels, 1761 for the Russell and 29680 for the Dow. The Russell, we know on the short-term time frame, if it can hold the levels that we were looking at, gives us a signal that, okay, price is going to go ahead and try to make that run. However, it hasn't taken out the highs of yesterday, nor the lows of yesterday. So we've got an inside bar, the same thing inside of the Dow, the same thing inside of the NQ, the same thing inside of the ES Mini. So really on a daily picture, we're not getting much of a signal at this stage. Now, typically inside bars, what they suggest to you and I don't know that it'll be an inside bar for the rest of the day, but inside bar typically means the current trend that's in place remains in place. Which trend is that, Steve-O? Look, let's just switch over and take a look at the NQ right now. In the NQ, we know the level to be watching on the 240-minute time frame chart because if price takes out that high, says the NQ wants to move higher. Now, there's the top of a daily profile here. This is a bullish structured profile. So here's where we've got devious markets. The NQ's pattern is bullish. As long as price remains above the center of that profile, and that's 11,822. Remember, we're looking at a daily time frame. That says that price should go ahead and be able to explore the top of that profile. That's at 12,262. But you can see a descending trend line inside the NQ set of charts out there that actually held as resistance. Yes, there was a blow through it on Monday, but by the end of the trading session out there, price closed back below it, and so that's a level of resistance out there. But that is the area where price should target. Now, what is that area? Today, from a price standpoint, it would be about the 12,100 area inside the NQ, but you're going to pay attention to the level inside that 240-minute time frame chart that I gave to you. That will be your signal. The ES Mini is trading inside a bullish structured profile. Again, it's an early profile. We don't know if it'll take hold or not, but this is suggesting that the ES Mini wants to trade up to 35.98. Steve Rhodes with TFNN, 8:14 in the morning. Thanks so much for being here. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So we've got some nice moves here going on in the metals markets. Let's go take a look at those. Let's start off by looking at the larger time frames out here. So give me just a moment here. We'll pull up the gold contract. We're trading the December contract, so you're really looking at the left-hand panel out here. I'm just going to expand it out, so that's the only panel that you and I are looking. The reason why I want to expand it out is there's a brand new profile that is forming out here. Now, again, I'm using, this profile should be pretty solid. So this gives you a new level of support and resistance. So your resistance level is going to be 1907. That's the top of the profile. The center is at 1883. We're trading at 1885 right now. And the center represents the level where both buyers and sellers believe there's fair value within inside the range. I haven't given you the range because the bottom is 1859. So it looks like that center is pretty much in the center of this profile out here. So neither a benefit or a no advantage really to either the bulls or bears within inside this profile. So we've just got support and resistance areas. Again, 1859.80 as support, 1907 as the resistance level. Let's take a look at the short-term time frame chart out here, see if there's any kind of signal for gold whatsoever, top, bottom, sideways move. And so as we take a look at it, price is moving higher, doing less relative energy, but it would need a bearish reversal candle to confirm that, such as it did way back here at about 2 o'clock, looks like yesterday. That just led to a consolidation with inside the existing profile. On a 30-minute basis, price is above that resistance level. So short of any type of bearish reversal candle that forms out here, price should move higher. Now, as we pull the curtain back a bit, what we can see is ever since the big, huge drop on Monday, we've just really seen a sideways-ish type move, with resistance being the high that came in at about 2:30 in the morning on November the 10th. And that high out there is 1888.90. So that would be a key level to watch. If price can get above that, then the sideways consolidation that you and I are taking a look at would be done and over. Now, the bottom that formed out here at about 9:30 in the morning. This is back a few days ago on November the 11th. A nice Rhodes momentum. Both a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom as well as a TD9 count out here. So you want to pay attention to see if a Rhodes momentum indicator top pattern forms. But I keep it relatively simple, and then it's just simply watch for that price level of 1888.90. That's the high of, in essence, this week out here, excluding Monday. So I'm just taking a look at that rally back. And if you can get above that, then that 1907 level is what would come into play out here. Let's go look at silver's move out here. Silver also, the December contract that we are trading right now, that's going to be your left-hand panel out here. Now, silver is trading below the bottom of its daily profile. No new profile out here. So really, silver's support and resistance become the rising trend line and the descending trend line out there. Descending trend lines today, probably about the 2578-ish type level out here. We've seen really a big explosive move here just in the last half hour inside of silver. So let's pull over its 30-minute time frame chart as well, try to get a feel for what it's doing. So if silver is a leading indicator for gold, I'm not saying that it is, but if it is, we talked about how in the case of gold, it needed to get above a certain level. Well, in the case of silver, it's done that. And that level would be from November 10th at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And that high out there is 2458. We're 2480 right now. So trading above that, it's above the, in essence, the highs of this week. Again, we're excluding Monday's high out here. And it's inside this range where it looks like price wants to move higher. Now, move higher to where? Well, the next, on a 30-minute basis, the next resistance level is at 2593. That's the TD9 count breakdown level that began on Monday's decline out there. But right now, silver's giving us a message that it wants to move, excuse me, it wants to move higher. And the only real price target I've got is 25.93. Well, that's the only price target other than the descending trend lines that we just looked at, which is, again, about, well, so it's about 25.70. So that's where it appears that silver wants to go ahead and make a run to. Let's take a look at lights wheel. Let's take a look at, let's just run through some of these commodity charts out here. Here is copper. Copper's trading in between support and resistance, support being the top of its daily profile, and that's at the 312 level, and resistance a descending trend line. If we take a look at platinum, platinum trading with inside its daily profiles out there right now, trying to go ahead and tag the top of that profile to 898. We take a look at palladium out here. What is palladium doing? Palladium also trading, well, trading below its daily profile, brand new daily profile that formed yesterday. Light sweet crude, what is it doing? Light sweet crude is testing the top of its daily profile. Now, this is a key level here for light sweet crude, and that's the price point of 40.19. As long as price stays above that, then a further rally could or should ensue out here. If price gets back inside that range, that would be inside those profiles. The next move lower would be 38.01. But so far, light sweet crude testing and rejecting a key level of support. If we take a look at the natural gas contract out here, natural gas is trading inside a bullish structured profile. Price is above the center of its profile out there. Boston Dan, so $2.93. Let's I see you went short natural, was it? Yeah, you went short natural gas. Let's put up the short-term time frame chart, a 30-minute time frame chart for you. See if there's any assistance that we can provide for you. Always got to be careful in a bullish structured profile when prices trade above the center of that. Now, when we take a look at a 30-minute time frame chart, we'll see that bar number 8 of a TD9 count has formed. And so in the next half hour, so this is the 830 bar. And as long as this bar closes above the close of bar number 4, which right now it is, that close, by the way, bar number 4 out here is 2.998. Then that'll give us a confirming bar number 8. But then the key is the 9 count, you need the next bar. So that's the bar between 830 and 9. If that closes above 2.995, that's the close of bar number 5, you'll have a TD9 count. On a short-term basis, that would say, yeah, being short is its signal. And then what you'd be watching here is you'd be watching for Stevie's green line, because a test and rejection of that level would be a bullish message, similar to what we were looking at this morning for the for the Russell 2000 on the 30-minute time frame out here. The center of its profile is at 2.991. So you've got a bullish structured 30-minute profile. Price is above the top right now, but if price did get back inside there, your support levels are 2.983 and 2.991. So best of luck with that trade out there. That was natural gas. Let's continue just taking a look at some of these commodities out here, or Treasury bonds. What are Treasury bonds doing? They've got a profile. They've gotten back inside their profile. Looks like price might try to target 173.04. If we take a look at lean hogs out here, lean hogs trading with inside their profiles out here, so just consolidating. Cattle moving to the upside out here. This had formed a buy the D point way back here, back on October the 21st, and has a nice explosive move back out to where it has made previous highs out here. What's going on in the soy complex? If we take a look at soy oil, trading above all levels of profiles, so suggesting that it wants higher price. If we take a look at soy meal has gotten back inside its profile, so it is just consolidating at this point in time. Soybeans are trading above all profiles. That's suggesting that they want to continue to move higher out here. Corn, if we take a look at corn, this is also trading, testing the top of its daily profile, and that's at 407.50. As long as corn can hold that, its pattern will remain bullish. This is Steve Rhodes, folks. Recorded the show between 8 and 8:30. We've got a treat for you coming up, and that is the Morning Market Kickoff by Tommy O'Brien. Have a fantastic weekend, folks. We'll look forward to seeing you on Magical Magnificent. Take care.